I am Noli. I am a single mother of two boys, all the way from Sekwenda, Mpumalanga, but I'm based in Johannesburg due to work. My passion for cooking, honestly, funny story, I did not love the kitchen whatsoever. I did not love cooking. The only thing that intrigued me about cooking is the fact that I'm hungry and I need to cook and eat, and that is it. Until I think around 2017, I was going through a whole depression phase. And I found myself at work one day and I was like, you know what? It's enough now. You need to get yourself back on your feet. You need to get yourself happy again. And the first thing that rocked in my head was make yourself a nice proper meal tonight. Go get yourself some beautiful ingredients, make a proper meal, have some music, cook, and enjoy yourself instead of actually going out to a restaurant. So I did exactly that. I went online, got a recipe from Google, and then I went and purchased some of the ingredients that I found there and went straight home, put on some music, glass of wine, and I started cooking. And it was amazing, to say the least. So what I'd say is I actually found a bit of solace when I was in the kitchen. It was a stress reliever for me, especially judging from what I was going through at the time. So it was actually just quite a stress reliever, and that's where the passion came from, actually. Because once I'm in the kitchen, I'm stress free, and that's exactly what I wanted. So yeah. Okay, so I was a Drum Food Ambassador finalist. It was part of the top 12 finalists. It was exciting to say the least. It was actually a competition that I was not aware of. A friend of mine on Facebook tagged me on one of the on the Drum Food Ambassador site. They tagged me on the competition, and I saw what was going on, and I then posted a picture of one of my meals, and clearly they were very much interested in it. But then the votes as well actually got me through to the finalists. What I'd say I took from it was, because I'm not a trained chef, we went to actually a cooking school, and what I learned there was that there's different cutting boards for different type of meats. There's basically everything that is so different from the kitchen, as opposed to how I do it at home as a home cook. I learned a lot of some of the chef skills through Drum Food Ambassador, and that's actually something that has put me in at a position where I'm like, okay, I need to actually up my skills. If I really want to take this seriously, I need to up my skills, especially within the chef aspect of things. So yeah, I think what I took from that was basically up my skills in terms of what I need to know as a chef, what equipments need to be used, how they are supposed to be used, etc. Okay, so the objective with Cooking with Noli and the goal is to actually bring out happy faces, and the only way I know how to do that is through food. Yeah, the other thing that I'm actually going into is to try and do some food drives within the Cooking with Noli catering space. I'm working with a NGO. Can't really disclose who they are, but then I'm working with an NGO where we are going to be doing some food trucks. We're supposed to start now during the festive season, but because of funds, we unfortunately won't be able to. But as of 2021, we'll be starting with some of those food drives. And this is basically just to feed some of the homeless people. We'll be going to homeless shelters, some kids' homes. And like I said, the objective is to honestly just bring cheers and happiness, and the best way that I know how is through food. And is what I would give to the youth honestly is just go for it. Go for whatever you want to go for. Don't let anybody stand in your way. Don't even let yourself stand in the way of yourself. And that's, I think, is one mistake we all make. We stand in our way of achieving certain goals because we either fear or we are unable to take those risks. So the pandemic for me has taught me that we really don't have much time. And if you honestly have not done anything to upskill yourself in whatever creative space that you're in, or give yourself some type of knowledge in whatever field that you're in within this pandemic that we've had, then honestly, you need to check yourself. But go for what you want to go for. Don't let anybody or yourself stand in the way of it. In all honesty, like I said, I'm not really a chef at the present moment. I'm still just a home cook. So I haven't been in a space where I am in an environment where there's male chefs around and whatnot. But I believe maybe like judging from my 9 to 5, we are literally 3 women in a team of 15. So the majority is male. From that, what I'd say is I think the male figures that I work with are actually more sensitive when it comes to us as females, which is something that I know probably does not happen with everybody else. So I'm very much grateful that I'm working in a space where the male figures are actually more, we are protective of us. They actually want us to get ahead, so I really don't have a problem in terms of working in a space whereby I'm with male figures. It's not a difference for me. There's no difference whatsoever. Okay, I think gender-based violence honestly is a huge and a very sensitive topic for everybody, especially when you switch on the news or you open up the internet and you read up on how somebody got killed, a female got killed, or even a male figure within the, like, let's say for instance, if you're gay or you're lesbian, they do go for those as well. So I think it's a huge problem that we have. I've got some friends of mine that have been in abusive relationships, and I mean, it's one thing to tell a person you should leave, you should do this, you should do that. So when you're in a person's shoes, that's the only time you'll actually get to understand this is what you're going through. This is why you are unable to either step out immediately when you see the problem. And that's, I think, is something that we need to teach our women. Like, you need to see the signs, you need to see the red flags, and you don't have to be afraid, or you don't have to actually just turn a blind eye from that. Act on it before it's too late, before you reach a point where you are either beaten or you are murdered.
Yeah.